Hello students, today we are going to learn chapter 3.3 Stone Soup. It is a play. In this play we can see different characters. Stone Soup, this play takes place in a village where villagers are living very happily. But villagers don't like uninvited guests or travelers. Okay, so let's see the chapter. A village, a few small cottages standing close by. They belong to Motiram, Sonabai, Hirabai and Rupabai. It's evening. They are chatting outside Motiram's house. So students, here there is a village and few cottages are close by, and these cottages belong to Motiram, Sonabai, Hirabai and Rupabai. It's evening time and all are chatting outside Motiram's house. Motiram, your farm produce was really good this year, I am told. Sonabai, so was yours, I hear. So here Sonabai responds, so was yours, I hear. Motiram, I don't want to advertise it, though it might attract guests. So here they are talking about their farm produce which was good this year, but they don't want to spread the news of good production because they don't want to entertain the guest. Okay, and here Motiram does not like others to know how well his crops have grown because he does not like to entertain the unwanted guest. He is very direct and rude with unwanted guest. Okay, traveler enters from a corner. These villagers don't see him. So at the same time, one traveler enters from a corner and villagers don't see him because they are busy in chatting. Hirabai, you are right. Guest can be nuisance. Nuisance means someone that annoys you or causes trouble for you. Okay. Sonabai, I agree, especially uninvited guests. Motiram, uninvited guests are pests. Traveler becomes nervous and does not come forward. Hirabai, true, I never waste good food and money on others. Rupabai, do you think that is right? How can we refuse them? Hirabai, just find some polite excuses. That's all. Sonabai, you are right. I can always cook up some excuse. Motiram, me too. For me, charity begins at home and stays at home. Anyway, I must attend to my work now. See you, all neighbors. See you later. So here all the villagers were chatting with each other. They enter their homes. Traveler comes forward. Traveler, what hard luck. I am a poor food store traveler and I am so hungry. But this bunch of villagers looks tough. I don't think they will offer me food or rest, but let me try. So after listening, the traveler's hopes were already finished after listening to these chats of villagers. That's why he became upset and nervous, but still he wanted to try. He knocks on Motiram's door. Motiram opens the door. Motiram, yes. Who are you and what do you want? Traveler, I am a traveler. I am very hungry and tired. Can I please have some food and a place to rest for the night? Motiram, dinner is over. There is nothing left. Try elsewhere. And shut the door with a bang. Traveler, how rude. Let me try the next door. So here Motiram asked to Traveler, who are you and what do you want? Traveler introduced himself that he is a traveler and he is very hungry and he wanted some food and some place to rest. But Motiram avoids giving anything to the traveler in a very direct and rude way. He just tells him that dinner is over and nothing is left. Also, he tells the traveler to try elsewhere and bangs the door shut. Okay, so traveler said, how rude. Let me try next door. Now knocks on Sonabai's door. She comes out. Good evening, kind lady. I am a traveler. Can I have some food corner to rest for tonight? Here traveler went to the Sonabai's door and the traveler greets Sonabai very politely. Said, good evening, kind lady. But what Sonabai said? Sonabai putting her hand behind her ear. What did you say, traveler? Loudly he said, can I have some food? Sonabai, wood? Why? There is a plenty in the forest. Find a fallen tree and chop all the wood that you need, traveler. I said food. I am hungry. Sonabai, you agree? Fine. Then go and chop the wood. Goes back into the house. Traveler, well, that was a clever excuse. She pretended to be hard of hearing. Let me try elsewhere. So here Sonabai also refused to help traveler. Then he knocked on Hirabai's door. Here the Sonabai pretends to be hard of hearing. She pretends to hear the word wood instead of food in this way. So a traveler knocks on Hirabai's door. Anyone at home? Any food for a hungry traveler? Hirabai comes out. Good evening, ma'am. I wonder if I could get something to eat and place to rest for the night. Then Hirabai said, pretending not to understand his language. Og, yoga, on, doob, dana, on, tuster, roop, annoying, hira, traveler. I don't understand you. Hirabai, shaking her hand. Dog, eyed, odd, ton, tong, wong, elsewhere. Goes back inside, leaving the traveler bewildered. Here, bewildered means what? Confused. Okay, so traveler was confused. And gibberish she was talking all. Gibberish means what? Spoken words which are nonsense, having no sense, no meaning, and have no meaning here. Okay, gibberish words. So that was her trick, talking gibberish. I am not defeated. Knocks on Rupabai's door. She comes out. Now here again he went to Rupabai. Rupabai, yes, who are you, young man? I have not seen you around, traveler. I am a traveler and I wondered if I could get some food as well as a corner to rest for this night. Rupabai started thinking. Alas means used to express sadness. Okay, my larder is empty. I am so hungry myself, but I have nothing left in the house, traveler. I am sorry to hear that. Rupabai, I am sorry too, but I can't help it. Sorry turns to leave. Okay, here larder means what? Cupboard used for storing the food. And here Rupabai says that her larder is empty and that she herself is also very hungry. Traveler, loudly he said, wait madam, If you are also hungry, I can make us both some soup, Rupabai. But I told you, my ladder's empty. I can't offer you anything, traveler. All I need is a cooking pot, a spoon, and some water. I have a magic stone in my bag. When you boil it in the water, it makes a delicious, nourishing soup. Rupabai, really? A magic stone? And all you need is a pot of water? I think I can manage that much. Traveler said, yes, just a pot of water, only a big one. Okay, so here traveler managed to convince the Rupabai, and Rupabai was also excited to see how the magic stone makes the delicious, nourishing soup. Rupabai goes back to the cottage. Traveler collects wood and makes the fire in one corner. Other neighbors peep out from their doors and windows and watch quietly but curiously. Rupabai comes out with a very big pot. Rupabai, here is your pot of water. Traveler, thank you. Now just wait and watch. Puts the pot on the fire, takes out a stone from his pocket and drops it in the pot. Rupabai, a magic stone that makes soup. I can hardly believe this. Sits down to watch. Now traveler, sniffing and pretending to enjoy the aroma. Here sniffing means what? Smelling something by taking air in through the nose. Aha, lovely. It's going to be a really delicious, he said to Rupabai. If only we had one or two potatoes to add, it tastes heavenly with the potatoes. But alas, we don't have any, Rupabai. Rupabai say, one or two, you said. Let me see if I have just one or two left somewhere. Brings few peeled potatoes. Here, luckily I had just a few left. I have even peeled them for you. Traveler, wonderful. Puts the potatoes in the pot, stir for some time and sniffs again. What with the potatoes you have given? The soup will now be terrific. Terrific means very good. Okay. Again sniff. Carrots and tomatoes would give it a tempting color, wouldn't they? But that will be too much to hope for. Tempting means what? Making someone want to have. Rupabai, I don't know. Sonabai comes out with some tomatoes. Sonabai said, hello. Maybe I can be of some help. I had reserved these tomatoes for tomorrow, but I am always willing to help. You know, and I know that Hirabai has plenty of carrots, but I am not sure if she will share a few with us. Then Hirabai heard this and she also entered with a few carrots. I don't have plenty. In fact, I too was reserving this for tomorrow, but never mind. If Sonabai can spare her tomatoes, then I too can spare these. After all, you don't get to see a magic stone making a magic soup every day. So here Hirabai also she brought some tomatoes and Sonabai potatoes and given to traveler. Now traveler also was demanding some vegetables also. Boast to the woman, I am really speechless. You noble ladies, this is going to be a famous soup. Adds vegetables, stir and sniffs. It reminds me of the soup I had made some time ago. I had added just a few beans, onions, and I think a little piece of ginger. And what a flavor it had! Those are the only little things missing now. But what we have is also good enough. we can't always have the best. And this everything was hearing Motiram also, and at the same time enters Motiram. Motiram said, "Why not? If you can have the best, why miss the golden chance? Here, take this. When help is needed, old Motiram doesn't lag behind." So he offers vegetables. Then traveler, "How can I ever forget your generosity?" Adds all the vegetables, stir and sniff. Aha, absolutely mouth watering. What a flavor, what aroma, what a taste. Takes a sip. Marvelous. If only I could add a pinch of salt, it would be perfect. Rupabai, "I will get some salt and bowls for all of us." Traveler, "Thank you. I was about to suggest that." And Rupabai went to bring bowl and salt. They are all being so kind and helpful. It's an unforgettable experience. Rupabai returned with the salt, pepper and bowls. Traveler adds the salt, stir and serves the soup to everyone. Rupabai, "Ah, wonderful. You can taste the goodness of fresh vegetables." Sonabai, "Yes, unbelievable. No one would think that this soup was made with a stone." Motiram, "You have said it, such a delicious vegetable soup and made with a stone." Hirabai, "I wonder what happens to the stone. Does it melt away?" Traveler, "Oh no, it remains the same." And traveler takes out the stone from the pot. "Take a look. This was the stone that made the soup," and kept it aside to the audience. "Have you guessed the secret of the stone soup?" And traveler smile. "You can make it even without the stone." And curtain as everyone enjoyed the soup. And traveler said, "Have you guessed the secret of the soup?" And he smiled, means here everybody come to know that the soup wasn't made with the stone. It was made with all the things which villagers put into the pot. So students, here villagers don't like to entertain. First, they don't like to entertain unwanted guests. They are very rude with the unwanted guest. All villagers. Correct? But due to the clever behavior of a traveler, he managed to get the villagers to contribute something or the other to the soup he makes. And finally, everyone enjoys the soup. Okay? So, I hope you understood this lesson.